What is going on, you guys? It is the professional Dillweed here, and welcome back to another video. And today I am doing a first ride on the 2019 Honda Monkey. I've been looking forward to this so much. Alright, let's get into it. Oh, that's a nice Bentley. But I bet the seats in that Bentley aren't as nice and plush as this. And you don't get 130 miles to the gallon. Absolutely love like this retro style that also kind of puts in some modern tastes and whatnot in it. Like the front LED headlight and your little display up here that gives you a nice little a little wink whenever you turn it on. I mean, just when you see that, that's enough to make you smile every single time you get on it. And one thing I absolutely hate is this taillight because of US regulations. Why? US regulations. They have butchered the back of a Bugatti Chiron. They have ruined the back of a Ferrari California by having to relocate the taillights. And most importantly, they completely ruined the taillight on the Honda Monkey. For those who don't know, but I'm sure you already do know, this is based off of, well, a Honda Grom with some different tastes, and I would say the build quality on this is a lot better than the Grom. I'm going to say that because there's more metal, and everything just looks a whole lot nicer. I mean, it's the same engine, and it has pretty much the same front forks as the Grom. It's got the same brakes as the Grom. I mean, it has pretty much everything the same mechanically to this as the Grom does. Same figures too. I mean, it's got about 9.5 horsepower. Every single time I do a first ride, someone comes up and says, "You just did a short little ride and called it a first ride? That's not a first ride. You don't know anything." Alright, but I mean, I really don't want to bore you guys with, like, I mean, I can go really in depth and, like, you know, the engine specs, compression ratios, and all that kind of stuff, but that's not, I mean, that's not really the kind of thing that people want to see. If you guys really wanted me to, I could be like David Attenborough from, you know, the show Planet Earth, and be like, "Alright, here we have a 2019 Honda Monkey in its natural habitat. It has a 124.9 cc air-cooled 4-stroke single-cylinder engine." Yeah, I don't think you guys want to see that, but it is really hot out right now. I'm sweating inside my helmet, so let's get on the road. Alright, let's get this thing cranked. The little winky thing, it'll get me every time. Alright, let's get her cranked. You can't even hear it running. It's running, right? Alright, first gear. Oh, the wind feels so good. Holy words. I think I'm speeding. I'm doing 55. Gosh, I miss my Z125. It's just been that long since I've been on one. What's up, dude? And then you come to a stop, you can't even hear it. Not like you can even hear it when it's going. Ah, yes. That smell of an engine that's breaking in. Or as I like to say, it's fresh bike. Will I get a biker wave? Hello. Yes. Alright. Can we get 60? Can we get 60? There we go. Yes. Oh boy. We're really pushing it now. We're going downhill though. And this doesn't have a tachometer, so you don't even know how many revs you're going, especially with how quiet this is. But this thing will get so much attention. I brought this thing outside from the dealership, and then people just started flocking around it, which is hilarious. She keeps looking over and smiling at me, and it looks like she might have hit a human with that crack in her windshield. Holy shit. I mean, just look at that. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with the price difference between this and a Grom. This is $3,999, and a Grom is, well, it's $3,300. So I mean, the price difference is, I mean, it's quite considerable, but nothing, you know, substantial. But the build quality on this is much higher than a Grom, and I would say it's worth every penny to go for this over a Grom, because just the looks of this, it's so much cooler. Or maybe I'm just gonna tell myself that, because if you guys haven't picked up on this yet, I bought this bike. This is my Honda Monkey. Surprise. I guess I just missed my Z125 so much I had to buy another 125. If the Z125 isn't ready by the beginning of next month, this is what I'm gonna be taking on my voyage. But if it is ready, I'll take both. And it's that easy. How am I gonna do that, you might ask? I'm gonna put one on one foot and one on the other, and then I'll just kind of, you know, roller skate on up there. Nah, I'll end up putting them in the back of my truck if that's the case. So you might be asking, so Mr. Dillweed, what kind of modifications do you got planned to it? And the answer is, really not a whole lot. I'm gonna change the taillight from the US spec to the Euro spec, so it can at least look, you know, more retro than it already is, if that makes any sense. Because the taillight that's on it right now is the same taillight on a Honda Grom. And I mean, I don't really plan on putting on an exhaust, because I really like the retro and all the chrome. I just think it looks nice. And plus, I enjoy not having that rattling sound for, you know, long distance rides. And yes, I plan on doing long distance rides on this, because, you know, I'm a dillweed, and that's what dillweeds do. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna say I made it. And since today is America Day, Freedom Power Sports gave me $100 off. How nice. But I will say the ride is actually pretty smooth. Like, I mean the suspension is soft, so that will give you the soft ride, and you also got a giant pillow for a seat. The clouds may have covered the sun for now, but it still feels like there's a hairdryer being blown in my face. I see another motorcycle up here. I need to see if I can get his approval. Oh, and there's a lady on the back. Hey there, girl. You want to get on a real bike? Oh no! Now I gotta slow down. No, no! Get out of the way! Come on! He didn't seem that impressed. It's a 125. It's based on a Grom's frame.
How fast does that thing go?
70. I just got it today. But that is where I'm going to start wrapping up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you show some support, drop a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And be sure you comment below. Let me know what you think of this bike and anything you want to see me do to it, do on it, and so forth. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.